pretty wet. We're on the Brohm Lake Trail in late November. We're just north of Squamish in British Columbia, Canada. And Squamish is right in between Vancouver and Whistler, sort of midway point.
Let's try the rough dude.
Just starting to see the lake off the trail. Very wet section. Well, you can see how high the water level is. It's barely going underneath the bridge any higher, and it'll be over the bridge. Pretty amazing. It's been heavy rain on and off today. Heavy rainfall warning in Squamish. One of the mistakes I made today is wearing too many layers. So, you know, you think that the temperature is pretty cool right now. It's about 9 degrees Celsius. And you think you should wear a lot of clothes. But once you get going, once you get started, especially if you're hiking uphill, you get hot really quickly. So I put too many layers on today. Plus I have gaiters, preparing for the wet trail, and my winter hiking boots for the first time. So I'm pretty warm, and luckily this trail isn't very steep, so there isn't a prolonged uphill, which is a good thing. And maybe when I stop, I might just go down to just my shell jacket. Gordon was a little bit smarter today. He took off some of the layers, and he's just wearing a light shell jacket on top of his long sleeve t-shirt. So here's a good view of the lake, Brohm Lake again, from the other side. This is why I'm very glad that I'm wearing my winter boots that have good waterproofing, and my gaiters. Lots of creek crossings that usually aren't there. The trail has turned into a creek. Taking a moment here to take off some layers. Gordon's on ahead, but I'm too hot. And the other danger when you're hiking in the winter time is that you can't get too sweaty. Otherwise, you can get a chill and hypothermia. I'm putting this away. Hopefully it won't start pouring again. Then I'll have to put my shell on and take my wool jacket off.
No, it's not muddy, but it's certainly wet. We're just lucky it's not raining heavy at this point. Okay, I'll see at the top. Big steps, steep. Maximum heart rate's about 170. I try not to go any higher than this, 145, 147. Last stretch. Again, steep and big steps up. I can see a bit of the mountains over there. It's part of the Tantalus Range. And that's pretty much it. Heavy rainfall warning today, but it's not raining. We're lucky. At least right now. So a small shelter up here, not a lot, but if it's really raining, it's something. The views back a few minutes are actually better. One thing this doesn't do is really keep you out of the wind unless you want to hunker down like this. I think we'll end up going to the ridge and enjoy the view there. So a very easy trip for us, but nice. Get some nice views, beautiful trail. Took us about 55 minutes to get up to the hut. At a moderate pace. It's about 4¼ kilometers or so from where we started. Just a lot less windy here than it was at the view spot. And or the hut or the shelter, whatever we want to call it, and you get to see some of the mountains. You see, pretty socked in. Snow level today, the snow level is actually, the freezing level is at about 2,200 meters, so even probably higher than the peaks you're seeing there. It's raining today.
So another hiking tip is once you stop and you feel like most of your sweating's done for the trip, you want to change your shirt. So always bring an extra shirt. In the winter time, you should never wear cotton. That's our motto. Don't wear cotton in the winter.
Fall or spring, don't wear.
That too. Anytime you think it's going to get cool enough, we would advise against wearing cotton, because basically the sweat just stays on the cotton
for summer,
and it sticks to your skin, and it can be very dangerous for hypothermia. So polypro or wool is probably the best choices for you.
I don't do the side.
So we're just trying out our emergency shelter. No, that is not an orange ghost. That's Gordon underneath the shelter. Okay, and apparently I'm supposed to go underneath.
Your seat.
There we go. So is that it? We don't have anything to keep it lifted?
You can use your ski poles if you want, and you got a little vent there so you can look outside.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's actually quite warm in here.
It is warm in here. Except you can't see anything. There's no window.
No, but if it was pouring rain, we'd be very happy to have
A little shelter.
a little shelter.
Just to get underneath. Be good for if you're in trouble too, because gee, it's a bright color. People will see you. The rescue teams will see you.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room, but if you sit down, you don't have your pack with you, but if you sat on your pack back there, you actually can get enough room to sit.
See if I can sit on top
Yeah,
of
you
it.
can actually. You got enough room to sit, and yeah, it's not cavernous. Look outside, but it's actually it's actually probably about I would say 3-4 degrees warmer in here than it is outside. So if it was pouring rain, if it's windy, if it's snowing, it'll at least keep you out of trouble for a period of time and let you warm up and have lunch.
We give it a thumbs up.
I don't even know what brand it is. It's Rab, R-A-B. Clearing up a little. You can see rain coming in over there from the west. A little clearer to the south. That goes around the lake to one of the junctions that we passed, and a bridge just across the narrow end of the bay at the end of the lake. This is all weeds and marshy. See the highway, power line, and then off to the left, that's the direction back to where we parked, and the lake opens up after about a kilometer, half a kilometer. It's a nice beautiful lake. And there's our Xterra.